This evening I have a very large carry bag from Chanel, just, oh, goodness me, guys, it's heavy, just right there. I tell you what, you get muscles lifting those bags. Just a little bit of a story time first, because at the end of last year I decided to sell 6 of my designer bags, and let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those were Chanel's. The reason I sold them, well, I'll put the video up here and I'll also put it in the description box below, so you can watch that and find out why I was selling them, etc, etc. I won't tread the same ground over again. Does that make sense? Oh dear. As you can gather, I am, you know, very, very excited about this bag. However, I was saying, yes, I decided to sell 6 of my designer bags, 4 of them being Chanel's. And I decided that with the proceeds I would reinvest, and I don't mean invest like an investment, bags are not, I know that, in other more practical designer bags. With part of the proceeds I bought a beautiful pre-loved, where is it? Medium business Affinity bag. I had this in the smaller size and that sold almost straight away as it hit the consignment store's website. The small ones seemed to sell really quickly and it was just too small for me. I literally got the same amount of money for selling the small one that paid for this one, which is in pretty immaculate condition. So that was that one. And yesterday I spent more of the proceeds on a Chanel 25. And I know it is a ridiculously expensive bag, and I know, you know, there are financial problems the world over and everything, but, you know, I'm 70 years old, life's for living, and you're a long time unalived, you know? And the thing is that that money that I get from selling those bags, I want to put back into other bags, because the reason I had that money in the first place, if, by the way, I should introduce myself, shouldn't I? If you're new here, my apologies. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kaz. I'm 5 foot nothing, literally. That's 152 centimetres in new money. And I have loved fashion and handbags for 50 years, easily. Fashion, particularly since I was a teenager. So that's, yeah, 50 odd years ago. Anyway, the reason why it's so important for me to keep, you know, if I sell a bag, I put the money, you know, in a separate account, and that's the account I use to buy bags with. And if some of you are fairly new to my channel, you probably don't know, but I gave up that, you know, habit in 2006, and I decided that instead of spending money on that ridiculous and dangerous habit, I would instead spend the money on handbags. And it was really at first just to keep me on the straight and narrow, you know, just to make sure that I didn't, you know, waver at all. And it's sort of been in place ever since. I mean, I don't need the motivation now, but, you know, I am not stopping my handbag allowance for anybody, even him indoors, lovely as he is. So, as you can see, yesterday I spent more of the proceeds. Now, this will take a bit of arranging because it is a very large bag. Hold on, I need to move this over here. Sorry if I keep going in and out of shot, I'm just, you know, moving things around. Now, how are you going to be able to see that? By the way, if you saw my last video, you might have thought that I was looking slightly ghost-like. we had a problem with the lights, and the lights were just really white, and there was an issue with them, and so I looked really pale. Anyway, we've sorted it out now, so I do look, you know, like I'm here and in the present time. I'll stop waffling. This, oh goodness, this is it, and this is very large and very heavy. However, I will divest it of the ribbon. I haven't seen this. Well, I saw it briefly in the boutique, and actually they were really busy. And I was amazed, because the last time I went in there were 2 members of staff, 2 security guards, you know, one either side of the door, and us. That was it. But yesterday, oh my goodness, I think probably because of the holidays coming up, and, all right, okay, now, here's the receipt. Now, I will say about the price of this, that if I didn't have, you know, the money coming to me from selling a couple of my Chanel bags would cover this and some. If I didn't have that money sort of already in handbags and going back into handbags when I get the money back from the consignment store, I do hope this is making sense. I'm really all in a, I'm all over the place. You know, if I'd have just gone into Chanel and went, oh, that's a nice bag, how much is that? And if they'd have told me the price, I'd have said, thank you very much, but no. However, because it's my handbag spending money, I feel justified. Do you know what I mean? I know it might sound like a bit of an excuse, but really, you know, if I was just going to walk in and say, oh yes, I'll have that, thank you, because it's, I'm not even going to say how much it is, because it's ridiculous. It's on the website. Oh dear, right, I can't get this thing back in there. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm all fingers and thumbs. I'll put that back over there. Right, okay, let's get to it. I'll stand up to get this. No, I might have to, oops, slide this down. And slide out the, oh, honestly, this is such a, oh no, my camellia's gone. Oh no, here it is. Right, right, oh, right, that's my workout for the day. Okay, so empty Chanel carrier bag. And I keep all these carrier bags as well. I mean, isn't that ridiculous? Why do I do that? It's so not necessary. But I just think, you know, I've paid for that, so I'm going to keep it. For goodness sake, honestly. I'm probably, well, I know, I might say probably, I am really lucky when it comes to storage space for things like that. Okay, so here's the box. You see, I tried it on really quickly yesterday because they were so busy. It was like, yep, that looks good, thank you very much, yep. And Sam, my SA, who is brilliant, if you go to Chanel at Bondi Junction ever, Bondi, no, not Bondi Junction, Bondi Westfield anyway, it's something like that. If you go to the Chanel store there, try and see Sam, he is lovely. And so it was hastily packed up, and there we go, there is the box. Now, so I really haven't had time to, you know, digest the fact that I've actually got one of these. They had so many small ones, you would not believe it. I mean, you could have any colour under the sun in the small ones, but the medium ones, different story altogether. I can't get this ribbon off. Oh, right, okay, ribbon's off. Right, put that there. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I think I will ask my lovely assistant, him indoors, to tilt the camera down so that you can see inside the box as I'm unboxing it. Right, so him indoors has made a slight adjustment to the camera so that you can see what I'm doing really clearly. Goodness, you can also see all the mess as well, but just ignore that. Right, let me put that away there. Okay, so I won't do it today because, yeah, it's not me. Anyway, that is it. I always try not to rip the tissue taking these sticky labels off, but I have never managed it. I don't know why I even bother. I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, do you know, this time I have succeeded. Right, second one is coming off. Now this bag is really, it's really a love-hate thing. I mean, you're either going to really not like it at all, or you're really going to love it. I haven't watched any of the reviews of the bag. I'm sure there are loads out there on YouTube, but I have heard many opinions about the bag, very, very divided. Okay, you can see a bit of the bag there. And here we have the very large Chanel desk bag. I've never ever seen one as big as that. It's huge. Absolutely humongous, as we would say in Australia. There's some very Australian weird words, you know, I don't know. I don't know where they come from. Anyway, I mean, originally, I mean, I know where they come from now because we say them in Australia. No, I'm just waffling because I'm really excited. Okay, so I shall keep you waiting no longer. First of all, I must say that there was a bit of a mix-up, and Sam thought I wanted the leather one. So he came out, put the leather one on the counter, and I looked at it and went, no, it was the denim one. And he said, oh, no. He said, I'm not sure if we've got one. And I thought, oh, for goodness sake, please. But while he went scurrying off to see if he could find this one, he left the leather one on the counter, and the leather, seriously, if you're thinking of buying one of these, I really wouldn't go for the leather one. Just my personal opinion, but the leather, not good. Anyway, this one isn't leather. It is denim. Right. We'll now get my lovely assistant, him indoors, to put the camera back as it was, and you get all the, you know, Chanel and moi. You know, there's a booklet in lots of different languages about just, you know, how to look after your bag, how to care for it, etc., etc. You know, preserving your creation. It's funny that, isn't it? My creation. It's not really my creation at all. I would love to take credit for it, but nope. It was not me. Now, usually if you buy the leather one, you get one of these that folds out, and you'll get a sort of a polishing mitt on the other side, but there isn't one because, like I said, it's denim. Do I keep repeating myself? I do, don't I? Anyway, I love the pleated paper in the bottom. How do they do that? Somebody's job must be pleating tissue paper. That's probably all they do, because it's absolutely perfect, and I'm sure Sam didn't do it. Anyway, let's get the box out of the way and have a look at the bag. Now, like I said, you're either going to love it or hate it. So if you hate it, I'm sorry. But about a month ago, I went into Chanel and tried on the 25 medium in the pale blue denim, which is actually really lovely, but I just thought that's going to get dirty really quickly. I don't think I'm going to go there. I'll just call for my lovely assistant, him indoors, to put the camera back. Right, okay, camera angle suitably changed by him indoors. And also, if you're new here, him indoors is my husband, Scott. Okay, so the measurements, this is the longest part of the bag, so sort of top to bottom is 15.7 inches or 40 centimetres. Across, actually the back of the bag, right, across the front of the bag and the back, just across, you know what I mean. Seriously, I'm all over the place. Is 11.8 inches or 30 centimetres. And the depth, which is across here, here to here, is 5.9 inches or 15 centimetres. It's very neat in metric, isn't it? 40, 30, 15. Quite like that. Anyway, what can I show you about the bag? Oh, for goodness sake, I absolutely adore it. It's one of those things, you know, when you put something on your shoulder, whether it's comfortable. It's like this one. This is my winter Chanel 19 because it's in this really gorgeous tweed. And, you know, as soon as you put it on your shoulder, it's just, well, as soon as I put it on my shoulder, I should say, it just felt so comfortable and so perfect. And the drop is perfect for me. Everything. I love this bag. Absolutely love it. This really is just a winter bag because, you know, tweed in the summer here, no, I think not. Okay, I'm driving it the wrong way again. Right, so put the winter 19 down. By the way, I can't remember if I said at the beginning of this video, this is only the third new Chanel bag that I've ever owned. I've always bought pre-loved. Right up until 2023, December of 2023, they were going to have a price increase. So I wanted to go before the price increase, and I was planning on just having a look. And, you know, it's dangerous, isn't it? And I came away with this, which is the Chanel 19 shopping bag. Very unglamorous name for Chanel, isn't it? A shopping bag. But it's really beautiful. The colour is, it's quite a chameleon colour. It's sort of, sometimes it looks purple, sometimes it looks brown. But I love this bag, I really do. It's a gorgeous bag, and it's great on the shoulder. It just sits beautifully. And I know it's got two chains, but they do sit on my shoulder well. I think just because they're weighty, you know. So anyway, we bought this one in 2003, just before the price increase. And then last year, him indoors bought me a 22 to celebrate our, well, it was the 30th anniversary of our first date. We have lots of anniversaries. Anyway, he bought me the Chanel 22. If you haven't seen me unbox that, do have a look at it. It's a really, really good video. Well, you don't have to, but you know, it's up there. It's a really nice video. It's worth a look. And this was the 22. Again, in denim, because there are all those issues, you know, with the leather peeling and cracking and all sorts of stuff going on. And it's really nice. It has this lovely sort of decoupage sewn onto the denim. It's beautiful. Absolutely love this bag. Love this little charm as well. A little cut-out Chanel Paris. Gorgeous. So that was my bag from last year, and this is the bag from this year. Oh goodness, I feel quite overcome. What should I show you? I should show you what it looks like on the shoulder, shouldn't I? That might be a good start, Cass. I honestly can't think straight. I mean, you know, give me a new handbag to unbox and I'm just all over the place, really. The love for handbags is real. Okay, so that's it without it sort of tightened up there. I might just move this chair a bit, actually. We're a bit too... Oops, oh dear, nearly knocking the palm over. Right, where are we? I've got that twisted, have I? No. No. Right. So, that is her on the shoulder. Really comfortably. The exact same sort of setup as the Chanel 19, you know, the piece of leather underneath the chains. Well, chain, I should say, singular. And it just instantly feels right. You know when you put a bag on and you just know that it's the one. And she certainly is. I do appreciate the fact that I'm really fortunate to be able to do this. I mean, I know this is very much a first world thing, and oh goodness me, it's hot today in Sydney, which is really strange because it's autumn. And I do appreciate that there's an awful lot of awful stuff going on in the world at the moment, but you know, I love my handbags and they help keep me sane. They really do. And you know the saying, you can't take it with you. I should, oh, I can look at the inside. Right, okay. So there's, oh, of course, there's the pouch. Let me zoom you in a bit. All over the place, aren't I? Oh, oops, that way around. There we go. With little clasps, so you can take that off if you so desire, just made of the same black denim. Just plain fabric inside. And the bag is actually lined in, it feels like a cotton lining. Look. I don't know if you can see that very well there. It just looks like it's like a black hole, doesn't it? I'm trying to see if this is sort of quilted or not. No, it's not. It's just a cotton lining, and that's a little, you know, the little ID thing. So this works just by pressing the C's there. So you can have it sort of open wide like that, or you can gather it in. Now this clearly takes a bit of practice, and I'm a novice with this bag, so you'll need to cut me a bit of slack here. Okay. I mean, I don't think I'd do it up more than that. So that's it when it's sort of cinched in. And I think you can see the sort of, there's a bit of an ombre effect. You know, it's darker at the side, and then it looks like a slightly washed black denim in the middle, and then back to black again. And I just really love it. I mean, I love denim bags. I don't have to worry about scratching them or anything. You can just bung them in the car and off you go. Side pockets are nice. I'll show you those in a bit more detail. Okay, so we've got the side pockets here, and they've got a magnetic snap. And they're sort of hand size, they go right down to the bottom of the bag. And I think I remember some saying that there was a pocket on the inside also, and there is. You're not going to be able to see this really, which is a shame, because it's just a big black hole, but there is a pocket on the inside that sort of replicates the one on the outside, but is a separate pocket. So there's that large pocket there on the inside, and another one on the other side there. And what else do we have? We have a little, there's just a, it's not really a pocket, it just says Chanel made in Italy. I mean, who knows? I think we'll just move swiftly on from that. Who knows where any of these designer bags are made? I mean, everything's all a bit up in the air at the moment, isn't it, with the whole luxury thing. I saw a thumbnail, I think last week, for a video that said the golden era of shopping has gone, and that this particular lady who's, oh goodness, I can't remember what her name was, or I'd give her credit for it, but she basically said that she thought it will never go back to the way it was. And I sort of agree with it, because if you look at history, we've always been moving forward. Sideways maybe sometimes, but very rarely backwards. So yeah, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be different. But I'm all for something different, and I'm still happy with my designer bag collection, and will continue to be happy with it. And I know that's not for everybody, and I know a lot of people will think it's crazy to spend this amount of money on a bag, particularly given the financial situation we're in. But like I said before, this is out of my bag money, you know, that I keep separately. And if I still had that bad habit, do you know how much it costs in Australia today? This is an itchy nose. I don't know what it's like in other countries, and I mean, I haven't bought any since, when did I give up? December the 6th, 2006 at 6:15 p.m. I can remember the time. That's when my last one. So it's been, goodness me, it's been 18 and a bit years. And I was absolutely mortified last week when I heard the price. Somebody was buying some on, you know, counter at Coles. Well, you probably don't if you don't live in Australia, but you can't actually see the packets of, you know, and it's all sort of very cloak and dagger, you know, under the counter style. $100 a packet. $100. I mean, what? And I used to do one of those a day. So that would be $700 a week. So let's just call it a 4-week month. That is $2,800 a month. And I mean, it's astonishing, isn't it, really? So $2,800 goes towards bags like this. Go through a pack of $100 a pop and they're done in a day. You throw the packet away and there's your money gone. I mean, these do retain a fair amount of their money. I'm not saying you could sell them for exactly what you bought it for, but you never know, down the road you might want to sell one to raise a bit of money. And also I have 2 granddaughters, and actually I'm not sure what to do about that. I don't want to show any favouritism, you know how it is. It's much easier for the boys. I have 5 grandsons and 2 granddaughters. Look, the grandsons might be into the bags, I don't know. So I'm not sure how we're going to figure that one out. But anyway, I'm digressing greatly because I'm all over the place because I am smitten with this bag. And in all honesty, to spend this amount of money on a bag, you really do need to be absolutely head over heels, totally smitten with the thing, regardless of where your money comes from. I mean, it is just glorious. Absolutely glorious. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Is it a love or a hate thing? Or a indifferent, or it's a crazy price? Just, you know, I'd really appreciate your comments on this bag. I always appreciate your comments, and I always reply to them as well. Might not be straight away, but certainly usually the next day I get round to replying to them. And anyway, there she is, Chanel 25 in black denim, and she also comes in a pale blue denim, which is a stunning colour, but oh my goodness, trying to keep that one clean would be an issue. And the medium also comes in black and white leather here in Australia, and the small one comes in a huge variety of colours, some of the really nice pastel colours, you know, that we've got for spring. Well, I mean, it's autumn here, but you know, spring in the Northern Hemisphere. But the small one is really short here, you know, and by the time you've ruched it, you could hardly get anything in it. And I mean, it's not like this is a really big bag. I mean, I'm small. Sorry, I must just tilt the camera. Oops. Where's that? Oh, there we go. Sorry, this has been a very, very unprofessional video. Very all over the place. Do excuse me, but a new Chanel bag is quite an event. I love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, look, it's so handy. These pockets on the outside are great. Love the strap. I love that. On the inside of the chain, doesn't dig into the shoulder at all. And it just feels like my bag. You know what I mean? It's just gorgeous. So I'll let you know how it goes with the bag. I'll get a bit of a test drive, and I think that's about it for this evening. I'm really sorry that it was just all over the place, but that's just how it makes me feel. New Chanel bag, wow. I mean, yeah, love it. Okay, so anyway, if you enjoy my videos and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did. And if you have already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate your support so much. I found it quite daunting starting something new at my age, but it's been great and I love it. I really, really do. And I've got to know a lot of regular subscribers who always comment, and it's just nice. It's nice just to spread a bit of handbag love around, isn't it? Anyway, before I get too sentimental, I will say thank you for watching, thank you for listening to me, and as always, à bientôt mes amis, au revoir et bonsoir.